One of my earliest memories of childhood was seeing two children my age searching through rubbish piles on the side of the road in Burma. I remember walking home from tuition classes with my mum, my small hand wrapped around hers. Back then, our neighborhood was mostly undeveloped. Open land, greenery, quiet roads stretching beneath the heat. Near one of the streets leading back to our house was a large rubbish tip, and one day, standing beside it, were two children around my age, a boy and a girl, searching through the piles for something valuable.
Come say hi.
Their clothes were worn thin. Mine were neatly pressed. I remember staring at them with questions too big for me to understand at the time. Why weren't they in school like me? Were they hungry? Where were their parents? I didn't have language for privilege yet. Only the feeling that somehow life had handed us very different cards. That image has never left me. I think, in many ways, it quietly shaped the dream I would later spend years chasing. Because ever since I was young, I've carried this feeling that my life would be useful somehow. So I've always carried a feeling in my heart that my life on earth has a purpose, and I am here to fulfill it. And it's not some grandiose idea that I'm special. There is a belief in Buddhism that to be born as a human being is a very rare thing. The belief is there are some good deeds that we can do on earth that we can't do in any other spiritual realms. In Buddhism, they say to be born as a human is like finding a needle in a haystack. Since a young age, I've always said I wanted to help people. When I accidentally discovered a love for the arts, something in me shifted. For the first time, I wondered if this could be the way I helped people. Slowly, my childhood dream began taking shape. That one day, my paintings might sell out around the world. That I could provide for my family. That maybe, somehow, I could give something back to the country that shaped me. Sometimes a purpose like this is a big driver in life. It makes us wake up in the morning and continue doing our best. But over time, the dream began to carry more than just my love for the arts. Ambition can consume tenderness if left unchecked. Over a couple of months in the summer of last year, I experienced an intense inability to breathe. I'll never forget the walls closing in on me when the night closed in, and all that was left was obsession. Staring into the heavy darkness, I realized my world had become a lonely one. Chasing an imaginary future, my senses shut down. There were no longer the changing of seasons nor sunlight that graced my skin. The faces of the people who loved me became extras in my own novel, merely objects, like cars blurring through my periphery on a busy highway. This dream was hurting me, and yet I still loved it deeply. Because deep down, I still believed that life was a gift. And yet, my perspective was as closed as the dark, breathless night. I shut myself internally from the world, and the world shut me out in return. No longer were there abundance, but of a singular, estranged reality, separated from the ordinary sacredness of life. I contacted my friends and family less. I worked late into the night every day and had no boundaries between work and rest. Even when I went outside, I barely noticed where I was. This was when I realized that my relationship towards this dream had to change. So, I asked for help, the visible kind. I feel like a scientist trying to experiment because I have an idea of having these like butterflies that are like almost like coming out of her chest, and I want that to be like, coming out of almost like abstraction of this almost like hole in her chest. Being brought up from a religious background with an unshakable faith, I felt like seeking for visible help was betraying the invisible helping hand. But eventually, my desire to survive became louder than my fear of asking for help. That summer, I began speaking to therapists, looking for someone who I could share my experiences without any preconceptions. I found them. Over the next 3 months, we began talking. The conversations were at times difficult to face. In almost every session, I would start with an uncontrollable cries, like the pressure valve I held inside finally cracked open. My sister pre-warned me that therapy was hard, but I didn't know that it would be this hard. But what I also didn't know was how my moments of breaking down in front of my therapist was building me back up. Slowly, in ways I didn't expect, light began entering and dispersing. I started to take more walks in nature. I began to talk more kindly to myself. I discovered new ways to feel light-hearted and content in simple pleasures, like making a cup of tea or cooking a nice meal. I reconnected to a part of my inner child that loved dressing up, putting on makeup, and watching romantic dramas. They were almost forgettable moments. These days, when I feel overwhelmed by the future, I go walking instead of forcing answers. I look at the hills, the open sky, and for a moment, I let life hold some of the weight with me. I think this is what surrender is beginning to look like for me. Instead of constantly chasing for answers, I am allowing more spaces in my life where I don't know. In the beginning, I felt exhausted because I was chasing. But now, I wonder if dreams can be fulfilled by living with an open heart. I've begun wondering if our dreams are more like this bird, something that comes closer when approached with stillness rather than through force. But like anyone, I'm still a work in progress. Instead of a complete surrender to life, I'm allowing the seemingly opposite sides of me to coexist. My mind's ambition with my body's need to rest. My innate discipline with my innate softness. My distant dreams with the presence of ordinary life. Having invisible faith from my religious practice and the visible help from therapy. Allowing myself to feel strong, but also stay vulnerable. And I think these dualities are ever present, but where once they used to fight, they're learning to coexist.
You went there every summer, that place you're thinking of, the music you remember from when you were in love. Let yourself heal, it's easy to feel. Let yourself heal, it's easy to feel. Running along the beaches that once belonged to you, a trail of broken memories will lead you to the truth. Let yourself heal, it's easy to feel. Let yourself heal, it's easy to feel. It's how you choose to remember it. If only we could capture it and its glow. But no, heal, it's easy to feel. Oh, let yourself heal, it's easy to feel.
My dream is very much alive and present. But now, instead of gripping it tightly, I'm learning to walk beside it and trust that what is meant for me will ask me to become more alive, not less.
And you're always in such a rush. With your life playing from the stereo. Oh.
Sometimes I think we suffer because we try to carry the whole dream at once. But paintings aren't created in one brushstroke. Books aren't written in one sentence. And perhaps a meaningful life is not built through grand moments alone, but through the accumulation of almost forgettable ones.
We all need a turn and leave. Oh baby, this time will be gone forever. Never in our lifetime will you see us back here again. So come before it's too late. Hurry now, 'cause I can't wait. Let's put on our anthem. We'll be singing all night long, all night long. Fishes in the stream, down the boulevard of broken dreams. So we make a little change and pace, a minor shift of time and space. Oh baby, this time will be gone forever. Never in our lifetime will you see us back here again. So come before it's too late. Hurry now, 'cause I can't wait. Let's put on our anthem. We'll be singing all night long. Oh baby, this time will be gone forever. Never in our lifetime will you see us back here again. So come before it's too late. Hurry now, 'cause I can't wait. Let's put on our anthem. We'll be singing all night long, all night long.
I'm like decked out in Halloween gear.
How do you jump up?
You gotta scum up.
Oh my god, I'm wet already.
It's alright.
It's okay. I think I'm gonna put my bag down first.
Put your bag down, you might have a bit more ability. There you go. Just pull yourself up. There you go, you got it. You got it.
I'm hushing the dog on the chain. I'm running up stones on the edge of the bank. Rally the troops for another refrain. I sing this softly to myself. I sing this softly